guess, responding to the questions on, I so did not pick the right clip to post, on this Lucy Moon video. She actually has 2 questions. The video's titled Body Image and Feminism, and her 2 questions were...
But somewhere down the line, something has made me think, subconsciously, that being desirable is one of the most important, like, what's the word, ingredients to self-love and to ridding yourself of dysmorphia and whatever else, that your good body image depends on being desirable. And that is super, super scary. God, it's so messy. This relationship we have with feminism and our body image is just so horrendous. I want to hear your thoughts on this because, as you can tell, this is the beginning of a thought process that hasn't quite properly begun yet. I just don't really understand why validation was the thing that made me click. And how do I negotiate that with my feminism?
And what the video is actually talking about is her issue with how I guess she recognizes herself as a feminist, or always has, and now that she's receiving validation of her body image from men, it's like a dilemma that she's facing now, because feminism would view those as street harassment, where she is actually enjoying them, and it's building up
some kind of sexist shit if it's not street harassment.
So my husband and I are going to be talking about it, and we're trying to keep this short because we've tried to do this a couple times and it's always gone to like 30 minutes. So we're going to just respond to her questions. So the first question was, why did validation make her click? And I'll go ahead and let you...
I only got
what
2 clicks. I only got 2 ideas of what she could mean by the clicks. Why it stopped the dysmorphia and her body image, or the unhealthy relationship between body image and feminism. In body image, that one is easy enough to look up on, psychology.com. Why a person giving you compliments makes you feel good and allows you to stop viewing yourself through an incorrect lens.
Well, yeah, because when somebody shows you any type of admiration for your physical being, it actually causes a chemical change in you. Endorphins are released. You start to feel good about yourself. It's like a positive, a scientifically positive thing for your body. How is that negative? Like that, to me, there's a difference between admiration and, like, just going in and being foul. Like, baby, you want me to fuck your pussy? Like, no, that's inappropriate. That would be harassing. I would take offense to that. If some dude just came up and was like, let me just stick the tip in. Motherfucker, what? Yes, that would be offensive. But if some guy walked up and was like, hey, you look good. High five. Thank you. So yeah, sorry to interrupt. Go ahead.
But the unhealthy relationship between feminism and body image, I think that comes down to their the way they hunt for problems. This is problematic, that's problematic, this is problematic, sexism. They're actually eliminating sources of, necessary validations and little feel-goods. If it's sexist for you to tell a stranger that they're beautiful, and then it's sexist to tell your friend that she's beautiful, and then it's sexist to tell your wife that she's beautiful.
Right, it's just a fucking vicious chain.
No one's gonna motherfucking get told they're beautiful,
and everybody's gonna be fucking stuck. Debbie Downers.
Everyone's gonna be stuck with whatever negative, fucking distorted view of themselves they have, and it's because they insist on limiting free speech. You want to stop people from being able to say things and think things. This causes people to not feel good psychologically.
That's the other thing that kind of scares me about third wave feminism, is that it's like they want us to be Stepford wives. Like they don't want us to have any type of individuality when it comes to our thought process. We should all be standing together and saying no more Tomb Raider. We should be fucking standing together, because that's not what women are. Well, guess what? Women are all fucking different. And I don't agree with you, and I don't believe in all of your fucking principles. Do I agree that women should be equal in a lot of aspects of the world? Yeah, maybe there's a couple things that we're still not equal on. Okay?
Well, Laura Croft is an attempt to make things equal. She is, after all, Indiana Jones and Daisy Dukes.
Exactly. Exactly.
Kind of
and
a
the fact
feminist
that
character.
And the fact that it is a strong female kicking ass.
Educated, smart female.
Yes, and kicking ass, and you're able to take this chick and fuck dudes up.
Or bears. You know,
well, I mean,
whichever
just
game you're playing.
fuck people up. But for me, as being a female gamer, and I do consider myself a female gamer, I've been playing fucking video games since Sega. You know what I mean? Since Atari. Dude, we had 2 of those in our fucking house. So, as being a female gamer, when I played fucking Tomb Raider when I was like 13, and we used to fucking, my dad, me, my nephew, we would fucking take turns and shit like that. It was fucking dope. It was like a family event. Playing Tomb Raider made me feel good playing with mostly men, because they're like, fuck this bitch, she's not fucking doing what I want her to do. And I'm like, yeah, but she's kicking ass. Like, yeah, fucking, that was empowerment to me. The Laura Crofts of the video games were fucking positive things to me. You know what I'm saying? But feminism has taken that and shit on it. So I would agree that I would say her fucking issue is the relationship, the negative relationship between feminism and body image. And that's the major dilemma. And as far as her second question of how does she negotiate it, she fucking lets go of feminism. It no longer applies. You're not a feminist.
But some people shut down when they're told, just stop. So maybe instead of telling her what conclusion to come to, she should just sit down and reevaluate her moral values that she personally has as a human being versus what feminism is telling her to believe. And if
See,
the
I'm just
label,
harsh with it.
if the label no longer applies, don't be scared to let it go.
Right.
There's plenty of other ways of telling people that you're for equal rights no matter what. There's plenty. There's that egalitarianism. Mm-hmm. You know, that's where you would think everyone is equal. And that's it.
See,
you know?
I think
has,
I'm more of a humanist than anything else.
Myself included. It has no tenets as of yet. You know, except for everyone's equal. It doesn't say that something has to be viewed through a certain lens, despite evidence against it. It just says everyone's equal. And you can take that label on. You know, if you have to have a label, you can say, I don't need the label, and walk away from the whole idea of having to be labeled past your name.
I say that I consider myself a humanist, but I don't wear that title. Like, I don't wear any title. I believe in more humanist fucking, you know, principles, I guess. I agree with a lot of the fucking humanist stances, and I myself consider, I have hair on my lap. I myself consider myself more of a, I just said myself like 12 times. I'm high. More of a person that is worried about our, like, humans in general. You know what I mean? Like, fucking areas that affect all of us. That's it. So if it doesn't apply to you and feminist qualities, or you're recognizing that some of the feminist principles don't apply, then drop it. That's, like I said, I'm more harsh with it. So
I just think a person should, if they ever start to question anything they believe, they should reevaluate it. Not reevaluating it keeps you stuck in a belief system you don't agree with. And that's all there is to it. Her dysmorphia is gone. But if she keeps trying to cling to the feminism and keeps getting told that she's bad and wrong, what new problems will arise for her?
right.
A label should only work to simplify how you define yourself to other people. It shouldn't limit you in how you exist. You shouldn't have to take on a morality. You know, like, I became an atheist and people started spouting off all this crap about atheists don't do that, atheists don't do this. And I'm like, fuck you. The only thing atheists don't do is believe in a god or supernatural fucking providence that created everything. Okay? None of that shit. That's it. There is no tenets for it.
Right.
You know?
Right.
That's it. Past that, you start adding other bullshit like Atheism Plus did. It's going to fail. You're trying to take just a simple this
And the way you can negotiate it, being nice about it, is to reevaluate the principles of feminism and as to whether you really do agree with them. If they no longer apply, then maybe you need to look into maybe a different title, or dropping a title period and just living life. Because life is good when you don't wear labels. It's really fucking easy. In agreeance or anything to add?
Like I said, if you're gonna wear a label or use a label, it should simplify your life, not
And not
complicate
complicate it.
If it is complicating your life, fucking let it go.
Let it go. Let it go.
Right.